Hey guys, Wells Knight here, and welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. Today, I want to do a few things. First of all, I want to dump this stuff into here so it can be processed. I do know that I would be able to get more gold or iron or whatever by washing the ore first and then smelting it. Although actually washing it turns it into nuggets. So I guess you wouldn't smelt it afterwards. You would just craft it. But like, who cares? I've got so much gold and iron anyway. I'd rather just do it this way and save some time. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to improve our existing vault gear a bit. So one of the things you'll find in vaults are these vault plating pieces, and you can see they say you permanently add 50 max durability to any vault gear, and you can put up to 20 plates on a single piece of gear. Well, we have some really good gear here, and some gear that's not so good. So like this chest plate and these boots, who cares, right? These are just scrappy, they're fine, they're not bad, but they're not particularly good either. However, we have a rare helmet and Omega leggings, and this vault idol that gives us regeneration. These are absolutely worth putting stuff on. Although then again, do we really want to put vault plating on an idol? Because we can't repair. I don't think you can repair any idols. Is that right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, doesn't look like they can be repaired at all. So that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah. So maybe we won't put the plating onto the idol, but we definitely want to put it onto the helmet and the leggings for sure. So we just dump this in here. It costs us 20 levels, but it gives us a grand total of about 1,000 more durability. In fact, it gives us exactly 1,000 more durability, which is quite important because when we repair the gear, it will lose max durability. So this will give us far more durability in the long run and will help tremendously with the amount of, with how long these pieces of gear will last us. So I think that's going to be really good. Also, we are doing pretty well. I really think I just want to start off with a bit of a vault montage, to be honest. Get some more resources and things like that. Get a few more vault levels. We're actually up to the point where right now we could craft one more knowledge star, but one knowledge star doesn't really do anything for us. Like, it wouldn't actually be able to unlock anything. Now, we got a couple options for our next unlock. We could go with power. Go with, like, the power mod here, which is potentially really good. This is an option. That's 4 research points. And there's other power mods as well. RF Tools power. But if you're gonna, realistically, we only want to unlock one power mod, and this is the way to go. Just power. Right here. This is everything you need. It will give us tons of power. Potentially. The setup is relatively easy. The recipes, I imagine, are quite expensive, but this is kind of like your, does everything you need it to do. We won't even have to unlock the other ones. So this will be great. And then the other option, I mean, yeah, I suppose we could go for another tech mod, do like mechanism or thermal expansion or something. But this is the big one, Botania. This is an extremely powerful mod that gives you tons of amazing gear. For example, a magnet that never breaks and all sorts of other crazy stuff. And it's all kind of self-contained. Like, you don't need... Basically, in order to do everything within Botania, all you really need is Botania and vanilla redstone. And that's basically it. You don't need a bunch of other, like, power mods or anything like that. Like, it's all kind of self-contained, which is nice. The downside is Botania is 12 research points, which is so many research points. So that's kind of the long-term goal. But yeah, in order for us to reach that goal, obviously we got to run some more vaults. So I think we are going to start off the episode with a nice little vault montage. So before we jump into the vaults, I want to craft up a couple more cryo chambers, I think. So let's do we want to do 2? Yeah, let's do 2. I was thinking, I was torn between 1 or 2, because no matter what, we're not actually going to be able to have more than 1 Eternal at once. Oh, actually, I suppose we could go up to 2 if I change one of my abilities. But let's put these guys down, and then we'll just go through here, grab out a bunch of these, like, useless trades that don't matter. Yeah, my Vault Magnet is not on. Good. And, you know, we'll just, you know, take out all the stuff we don't care about and go from there. So we definitely should have only made 1 Eternal, because we don't actually have enough of these traders to grow a 3rd. Like, not even close. We almost didn't have enough to grow this one. These are about all the only, like, bad trades. This thing, we got to be very close. There we go. So, 2nd Eternal, we'll just put these guys back. There we go. And we now have a 2nd Eternal. This is wonderful. So, your abilities, 6% parry, 2% resistance, or 4% resistance. I think the parry is probably where we'd want to go, because plus 6% damage reduction seems better than plus 4%. We also got 35 Pandora's boxes, which is just a ridiculous amount. Like, that's a lot of Pandora's boxes. And, wow, look at that. 3 pieces of vault gear that are rare plus, and a bunch of eternal food, which is great, because I actually was going to make use of this anyway. So, we can now level our Eternals up to level 2. I think we're going to give you speed, and you actually have a pretty good amount of speed already, which is great. But let's get you leveled up as well. There we go, and we'll give you 1 level of speed, and we'll go 2 levels of speed. I don't remember exactly how much speed you want, but 2 speed is like, that's pretty respectable, if I'm being entirely honest here. So he's gonna need some vault gear. Let's see what these rare pieces of vault gear are, because right now we're rocking just a regular old not so great chest plate. So what do we got? We got armor toughness, armor, and cooldown reduction. This one has 3 repairs and 3 levels. This is probably the best one. Are these all chest plates? No, one of them's a helmet. Still, though, I think this is probably the one that we would want to, you know, do stuff with. And then we got some other vault gear as well. Scrappy Plus, Scrappy Plus, Scrappy Plus, and Scrappy Plus. Also, did I just get a Vault Catalyst out of the Pandora's box? I must have. A rare Vault Idol with a bunch of knockback resistance. I guess that's okay. Still, this is like, this worked out really well. We now have 2 dudes, 2 Eternals, 2 Vault Friends. Okay, so now that we have 2, I think, is it this one? Is it Commander is the name of the skill? Yeah, no, that's Summon Eternal. It is not Commander. It execute dash may. Here we go. Choice Flask. So remove selected specialization. So the reason that we went with our initial one right here, Overpower, is because we only had 1 Eternal. So buffing your 1 Eternal seems really good. But I think the far better one now that we have 2 Eternals would be Army, which actually lets us summon them both. So we're going to use this Flask that gets rid of the specialization, and then we can go Army instead. So now we can use both of our Eternals at once, and that seems much better. So I think that's the way to go. Let me get everything put away. Let me get the Eternals equipped, get the Vault gear taken care of, etc. And then Vault montage. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the Vault montage. That went pretty well, all things considered. We ran 3 vaults. All 3 of them were actually scavenger vaults, surprisingly. I managed to complete the scavenger hunt in the second one, so we do have a scavenger crate. But the other 2 I just bailed because they was asking for too many things and I didn't have enough time. But as far as the loot goes, I mean, we got our normal, you know, vanilla and blocks and junk like that. But this is the chest we all care about. And we got a fair amount of ores, including an echo ore, which is wonderful. We also got a ton of different vault gear. We got a bunch of mystery boxes and stuff like that. All sorts of goodies. And then, this is the big one. In this chest, this is our scavenger crate. We got an unidentified relic, which is, I don't know if we have this one or not. I think we do. We got another star, we got some Nautilus shells, and a bunch more vault gear and stuff like that, but this is the big one right here. Seal of the Architect. This thing is amazing. Essentially what you do is, it's kind of like a catalyst, right? You put it on a crystal, like so, and then it changes the objective to build a vault. And essentially, you get to build the vault as you go. You, like, go in, and then it gives you the option to, like, choose what your next room will be from 3 choices, which means you get so many good rooms that it's a little ridiculous. So, yeah, that's good stuff. Doesn't really look like any of these modifiers are particularly good. I would love to be able to put, like, Gilded or Lucky or something like that on here, but it's not the end of the world. Also, my chest plate is rip. I gave it to one of my vault friends because it's already been repaired the maximum number of times, and it has a whopping 17 durability left. So that's not really going to do us any good at the moment. So I was like, we'll just give it to one of them, and I took the chest plate that he was using. The one that we found earlier actually turned out to not be all that great. It was this one right here. I put all 3 modifiers on it with the Wutex crystals, and none of them are that great. It's like armor, toughness, durability, and reach, which is like, it's fine, but it's not exciting. So yeah, lots of good stuff. Now, one thing I do want to do is I want to make a dank that is specifically for ores. So I'm actually going to set aside one of each of these, even the echo ore, I think, to put into a dank. However, I'm actually quite low on Wutudai gems to do this. So we're going to have to do a little bit of fortuning here in order for me to actually be able to create a dank that will, you know, because it takes 16 Wutudai gems to make a single dank. So how many did we get? Okay, sweet. And we had 9, so we got like 20-some. Okay, so we have enough. We'll be able to make a dank, and it'll make it a level 2 dank. We're going to put all of the ores in there, and probably the vanilla ores as well. That way, when I'm looting, they just go into the dank and don't take up valuable inventory space. Let me roll all of the vault gear, open up the mystery boxes and the relic booster packs, and let's see what we get from those. Okay, so nothing particularly exciting from the mystery boxes, but we did get a pickaxe head, which is part of the miner set, and it's a part that we didn't have yet, so we're only one away now from completing that relic set. As far as the gear goes, this is what we got after rolling everything, and I haven't actually looked through it. A rare helmet, but it doesn't actually have anything listed on it. Withering 2 Cloud is not awful. Yeah, nothing super crazy. This is actually a decent vault gear, or a decent vault sword too. Like, that's decent damage. Plus it has an attack damage modifier, which is also pretty good. But yeah, nothing that's like, wow, you know. So yeah, I'm going to get all this stuff put away, and then maybe, just maybe, we will look at doing the Seal of the Architect, or maybe we'll save that for next episode. I need to check and see how long this video is. Well, I've got all the stuff put away, and I don't think we're going to be able to run the Architect Vault today. There's just not enough time to do it justice, but I do have, well, I did have 4 skill points to spend after I got out of the vault, but the thing that I actually want is 5 skill points, so I scarfed down a few of these vault burgers, and we should now be able to get Haste 3. So this will help us mine faster, which, you know, for the most part, I mean, obviously that's good, like if we're underground and mining or whatever, but it's also good if I'm just mining chests in vaults. So that should help us out a bit. And, you know, it's nice to have. I think the next thing, I think we're kind of getting to the point now in this series where experienced is going to be useful. I don't necessarily need to dump a ton of points into it, but it's only 1 point per level. So just dump a couple in there, because basically between every trip into the vault, I have to run back to the Ender to, you know, get a bunch of experience. So I think it might be worth it to dump just a few points into that. That might be the next thing we work on. Obviously, when we get to level 65, we're going to want strength. And careless, maybe? I don't know what would be considered kinetic energy that isn't considered fall damage. Like, what can actually hurt us that's considered kinetic energy? If any of you guys know, please leave me a comment and tell me, because I don't know what careless would negate that Elvish doesn't. So, I don't know. Anything else in here that's really good? Oh yeah, we also need Soul Hunter. So this should be our next thing that we get, which will be 2 points, and then after that we'll start dumping into experience, because we want to get these souls as quickly as possible. I mean, you can find all sorts of good stuff in here, so that will be good. Vault gear is looking good though. We got enough to make, you know, some other stuff. I did put another dank 2 together just for all the ores, but there's actually too many vault ores that I couldn't fit them all. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I don't have to set aside an echo gem ore for this. So I fortuned it instead, and I got nothing. I already had these. I got unlucky, and it didn't give me a single one. So, rip. That's how it goes sometimes. That's fine. I'm sure we'll find more of them in the future. It definitely seems like things are starting to pick up, though, with the, now that we've hit level 50, we're definitely getting vault loot much faster. I mean, we've had the ability to make more pogs in the last episode than in the previous 25 episodes combined. So, you know, that shows you right there what we're talking about. Also, I just realized I'm pretty sure we should have enough terracotta in whatever chest. There we go. We should have enough terracotta that we can make this vault crystal. Boop. There we go. And I've got one vault rock left. And that actually does not look too bad. What's the wood? Is it spruce? Yeah. We might actually have enough. No, I definitely don't have enough spruce just on me at the moment, but very close. I mean, we're only 350 spruce away. We've got the quartz. That's nice and easy. And then we need lilacs, which is just a matter of bone mealing some of these, and the cakes I can easily trade for. So that'll actually be a really easy crystal. And I'm definitely going to have to go mining between episodes because that is my last vault rock. So we're running a little bit low at the moment, so I'll have to go get more. But guys, I think that is going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.